to another episode of my podcast. This is your host Aisha, and today I'm joined by Eman Sultan. Eman is an international student from Pakistan, and she is a junior at George Washington University. She is currently majoring in business with a minor in education. On the side, Eman also runs her jewelry business, the products for which she makes herself. Thank you for joining me, Iman. So I wanted to start by asking, how did you get into jewelry making?
I've always liked being creative, and I did an art class in high school where I guess found a passion for fashion design, and then that's kind of what led me into jewelry making, because I found all these like little pieces here and there around my art room where I was like, oh, this would be really cool if, it was a necklace or a pair of earrings. So I guess my inspiration sparked from my art classroom in high school.
How long does it take for you to make a single piece?
So it takes depends on the piece. It doesn't take me more than an hour, I think, for the most difficult piece, and it can take me less than a few minutes for a simple piece, depending on which beads I use and the intricacy of the design. So if it's a simple design, a few minutes, but if it's a complicated design, it can take up to an hour, sometimes even two.
Where do you get the materials for your piece?
So I outsource my materials from Turkey, Pakistan, and India. So a lot of the beads and pieces that I use, they have a lot of cultural elements to it. So for example, birds are a big part of Indian culture, and they're represented in all these Bollywood movies. So they're those particular pieces are outsourced from India. But I have beads that have an evil eye on them, so those are outsourced from Turkey. I want my jewelry to have some cultural significance, but also make it modern so everyone can wear it with anything and everything. But yeah.
What do you think makes these jewelry different from the ones sold in stores here?
So my jewelry it's like I said, there's a lot of traditional elements that I put into each piece. Each piece is different from the first piece, so I try to make them different. As well as they're handmade. A lot of the jewelry here is manufactured largely, and they don't have a lot of cultural elements in their jewelry. It's very oh, here's a circle, circle pair of earrings or hoops, and I love wearing those, but I'm wearing a pair right now, and you can see there's seashells, and there's something delicate about the jewelry that I make, and that's what makes it special.
That's great. Thank you so much, Eman, for joining me today, and that's it for today. Catch me next week with a new episode of my podcast.